7 million people at work, more working in America than ever in our country's history. And then he said wages are growing, especially for the blue-collar worker. Smart of him to begin the speech with that, those positive numbers.
I would have, yeah. Look, this is an inconvenient truth for a lot of people who are wrestling with the aforementioned cognitive dissonance. We have 7 million jobs that are open right now. A big chunk of those, the majority, don't require a four-year degree. I got $700,000 I'm trying to give away this month in my foundation. And we do this every year. We're just over 5 million now, good for us. But look, it's hard to award work ethic scholarships these days because we're affirmatively challenging the idea that the reason unemployment exists is because there are no jobs. There are a lot of jobs. That's right. And the discussion as a result has broken down into, well, is it a good job or a bad job? We're not talking about the existence of opportunity. We're talking about the quality of the opportunities that undeniably exist. And as a result, we framed the debate in a way that we can't possibly win. We're having the wrong conversation.
Right, because the president said we have over 156 million people working in our country. We're a nation of 300 plus million.
You're going to do math now.
Right. I'm not. You don't want me doing math, even balancing your checkbook. But I picked that up. I said, wait a second. I know there's some people are too old or too young. Having said that, there's a lot of people who are choosing not to work. I'm not saying there. Some people are choosing that the system gives me stuff for not working, so maybe I shouldn't. But you also bring up the fact that these jobs that are open are sometimes they're tough jobs. They need a work ethic. Do you think as a country we do not want to get our hands dirty?
I think it's part of it. But look, again, the conversation we're having is what is a good job? And we're going to answer the question we ask. So we ask that question, then we have a list of jobs that are good. Well, those jobs require four-year degrees. Consequently, we're lending more money we don't have to these kids who are never going to be able to pay it back to train them for the jobs we think are good. Over here, welding, steam fitting, pipe fitting, carpentry, all these construction trades that lead in many cases to a small business, those aren't getting anywhere near the love. And as a result, you're not hearing stories of kids who are making 120 grand a year who a year ago learned how to weld.
Right.
You're not hearing the stories.
You know what? You're absolutely right. Here in the New York City area, if you're a plumber, you can make really good money. I was talking to our plumber who was replacing the boiler at our house 2 weeks ago, and he said the last guy he was able to hire worked for him for 2 days and then quit. Now, I've got a question for you regarding what the president has been talking about with illegal immigration, how it impacts our unemployment number. How does illegal immigration and migration impact the blue-collar worker in this country?
I don't know, but I know this. If the skills gap is real, and I think it is, then what do we say about the fact that virtually every construction company in the country right now has many, many open positions? It kind of feels good to say, well, the illegal immigrants took those jobs, except the positions are open. So it doesn't quite line up. So something else is going on. Immediately, the conversation is going to morph to wages. And my buddies on the left are going to say, look, the problem with existing opportunity is
Got to pay him more.
got to pay them more. My buddies on the right are going to say, the problem is fundamental laziness, binary choice, sucker's bet. Somewhere in between, we're missing the undeniable fact that the opportunities are real.
And for the good stories, you go to return the favor on Facebook, right, Mike?
This is something to stand for. Everybody in that chamber last night could watch the last episode of Returning the Favor and say, you know something? There's simply no way we're not going to clap for that. We're going to little towns across the country, finding people slightly better than us, present company accepted, and we're rewarding them in a way that absolutely everyone in the community can agree on. We've got 30 million views on the first episode, and I don't even know how many now. So yeah, good for us.
What I liked is the speech said, let's salute the moon, salute World War II. There were things that did bring us together.
How can you have a problem with the moon?
I know, we're pro-moon. I like to go back, actually. We haven't been there in a long time.